In this video, we're camping by the Cumberland River. Did you hear that? I said I wouldn't cry. Danger. Come join us on our adventure. Well, we filled up on gas and we stopped at Buc-ee's, and it's really busy here, so we're gonna move on. Alright, so we're at Kendall Campgrounds, which is by the Wolf Creek National Fish Hatchery, and we're going to do some fishing here in the next couple of days. So we got here kind of late. It's like close to 4 Central, so about 5 Eastern, so we're just going to have a little bit of trail mix and settle down for a minute, and I'll probably do like an early dinner. And then tomorrow, I'm going to go to the visitor center, learn all about trout and the whole way that they do the hatchery process, and then we're going to get our Kentucky fishing licenses and our trout permits, and then we're going to go trout fishing. Alright, we're going to keep it simple today. Just have some hot dogs for dinner. So I slightly burnt my hot dogs because as I was putting them on the grill, a doe came up right up to us and was maybe 15-20 feet from me. Very docile. I was looking at her and making a little bit of rustling sound, and she just kind of looked at me and then went back to eating, and then I tapped on the window a few times for my son to get his attention. He came out and watched her, but yeah, she was right there. She's a good size too. So for dessert, we've got some leftover donuts that we had yesterday when we went to the farm. Well, alright, I think it's time we made some brownies. But first I need to reorganize this cupboard here, because some items may have shifted during flight. Alright Leah, what you got up here?
I got a map of all the states outside of Dad has seen, and our last video was Chicago, Indiana,
Yeah.
and Illinois. Hey, this camp. We'll map out the campground right next to it. Big Jackson! Yeah, I'm putting around Forest. Oh, yeah, I remember that one!
So I call these fall apart brownies. Alright, it's time for another round of Candyland, which means Leah's going to beat me basically because he always wins. Having our brownies with a little bit of milk. We just started and Leah's already steaming ahead of me. Pulled the best card in the whole pack.
Very good. Remember, I still could get some back.
So as I was saying, Leah was going to win, and he won in record time. I think he did 3 or 4 cards and that was it. Done. Won it. Alright, Leo successfully smashed me in a game of Candyland twice, so now we're going to do Uno. I won! I finally found something, I won! Also, we brought our ancient dog with us, so it's a true boys trip. Ben's 15 years old now. Yeah, he's very sleepy these days. He doesn't really get up much. Alright, so it's warmed up a little bit in here. It was about 60 degrees when we got here. And I've had the space heater on. And then I had the oven going for the brownies. And it's now 70 in here. So it's nice and warm again. And that's the best thing about making brownies is you get to heat your rig up at the same time.
That's what mine says. Uno. Turn. What? No!
What's that mean?
Give me.
Oh.
We swap cards.
Oh, you stinker. Man, look at all these. The old switcheroo.
Okay.
Alright, we're winding down for the evening, but we'll see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning. It rained all night last night and it's still raining now, so I'm gonna make some coffee here. So it's been raining all night, so we're just gonna take it easy this morning. Alright, so before I make breakfast, I'm actually gonna make dinner. Because today we're having deer chili. I said I wouldn't cry. But the onions, you know, they do it to you. So we're using harvested deer that I got from last year, and I'm using the beef tallow in the pan because it's this is very lean meat, so that's going to help give it a little bit of fat. So the first thing I do with my chili is that I take some onions and cut them up, and I put half of it straight into the slow cooker, and then I take the other half and I saute it, and then I add the meat. I use 2 jars of the marinara sauce. You can really see how lovely and red the meat is. So while the meat is browning, I'm going to use some chili powder and some garlic powder. Also add in some black beans to the mix. Alright, so that's my simple deer chili recipe. Basically it's just ground venison, diced onions, black beans, then some garlic powder, some chili powder, salt and pepper, put it all together with some tomato sauce or some marinara sauce, and then just throw it all together and let it cook. And then basically I'm gonna have this cook slowly all day in the crock pot, and then by the time we get done this evening we should have some nice deer chili. Alright, now it's time for some breakfast. The rain appears to have slowed down. It's not pouring buckets anymore, so we're going to have a nice breakfast, and we're having a slow morning, and then we're going to go to the fish hatchery and check out that. Yeah, I'll tell you what, this is a really nice campground. This is called Kendall Campground, which is this is like the southern part of Kentucky. And a friend of mine has been telling me about this for years, and he was actually supposed to come with us on this trip, but he couldn't at the last minute, so we came down anyway. We haven't left this spot since we got here yesterday afternoon. We've just been hanging out, cooking and eating, playing games and sleeping. So once we've had breakfast, we'll finally leave the campsite and actually take a look around. breakfast of champions.
Okay, I'll sit there. Thanks, Dad.
Welcome. All right, it's time for us to check out the fish hatchery.
Oh my gosh, there's leaves all over the...
Oh, leaf it out, would ya? The funny thing is, me and Leo haven't even left this spot yet, so we don't even know what the campsite really looks like. So we're about to drive around and see if we can figure out where to go. All right, so I found a map, so I'm gonna take a quick look at it so we can figure out where to go. Here we go. All right, we have found the fish hatchery. So let's see if it's open. Well, that sucks. Okay, so that's unfortunate, but doesn't mean we can't fish. So I'm just gonna check out this sign here. Looks like there's the limits on what we can do. Well, I'll be honest, it's not a great start. It's been raining since we got here, and now the place that we came to is closed. But the rain does seem to be easing up a bit, and I think there's a store around the corner that we should be able to go to. Okay, so it looks like the raceways themselves are open. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this here, even though the main facility is not open. This is open. Ooh, what's in here? Leo, you see fish? Wow, those are big.
Oh, wow, there's so many. Oh.
Wow, these fish are big, man. Catching a couple of those would be awesome.
Wow, look at that.
Whoa, there's so many. These are much bigger than anything we've caught before. The catfish are decent size, but these are gigantic compared to what we've caught. Wow, there's so many of them. Yeah, look at these little ones. So that man's feeding them over there, you see him? Yeah, this is cool. So each one has like different groups, and these ones are like baby fish, I guess, and they're real small. And then the ones just over there are just gigantic trout.
Pay attention how many fish are in there.
Oh, there's teeny of them, isn't it? Yeah, it's raining still, but it's not raining as hard, so hopefully it's going to back off here shortly. And if worst comes to worst, I can go online and get my license, no problem. Wow, Leo. Whoa, look at them all jumping. I think they think you've got food. Yeah, this is really cool. You just, looks like you just come in here and just look around, but a bit disappointed about the center, but hey, at least we can see the fish here. Yeah, look how many there are. They think you've got food, Leo, look. Look at them all jumping around. Yeah, they think we've got food. They're hungry.
Oh yeah, you can see they're all following me.
Wow, splashing over there.
Oh, they're flattening. Oh, there's so many.
They're bigger. Those beauties. My goodness, look at all those over there. Wow, look at that. Yeah, this is fun. They got fish of all different sizes, obviously, because they're breeding them. Seeing the little ones is cool because they all just jump at you. They all think you got food, so Leo's been enjoying it quite a bit. So even though we couldn't go in the hatchery itself, it's been cool to go to the raceways.
Hey, if the lake was actually full of this many fish, there's no way we would not get a fish.
You just grab them, you.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like both of the buildings are closed. I thought one of them was a private one, but I guess not. So we won't be able to buy our licenses in person or talk to anyone about any of this stuff, but we did get to see the fish in the raceways, and we do have the internet, and I do have a cell phone. So I'll be able to buy my license online and get us the trout permits. I guess we'll have to go back to the camper and regroup a little bit. All right, so since Leo's older now and he's getting proficient with his fishing, I'm gonna take this old reel off and put this one on instead, so he's gonna have the same rod but different reel. All right, let's see how this chili's doing. Ooh, wow. Hold on, let me look at this. Wow, that's really cooked up nicely, isn't it? Yeah, that smells good. Ooh, this looks good, buddy. What do you think?
Yeah.
Looks good? Deer chili with some shredded cheese and some oyster crackers. This is good after you've been fishing all day. It's actually stopped raining for a little bit, so this is nice to be able to sit outside and eat. Well, no sooner had I said that it has stopped raining, it started raining again, so we're gonna go back in the camper. Time for another helping of deer chili. Man, that chili was good. I had 2 helpings and I could probably eat more, but I'm not going to. It's time to do the dishes. Okay, so for dessert, I'm gonna get some cinnamon buns going. Alright, the dishes are done and we've got some cinnamon rolls in the oven. Ta-da! Ta-da! Yum. Yum. Oh man, that was good. How about another one?
Yeah, it is hot. Thanks, Dad.
What? Well, today turned out pretty good. We started off slow and then it was raining and unfortunately the hatchery was closed and the store was closed, and when we went to go fish for the first time we didn't have the right size hooks, and yeah, it wasn't a great start, but the really nice thing was meeting those two guys who helped us out. There was an older man who basically every time he caught a fish or went to hook one, he'd look around and any kids that he saw, he's like, come over here, and the kids would reel him in, and if they wanted to keep him, they could keep him, and that's what he did with Leo the first time, and he gave us a couple hooks, and we kept trying to fish for a little bit, and then he went off, and then this other guy came along and he saw us, you know, still struggling a little bit, and he's like, here, he's like, try this, and he gave us something else, and that worked for us, and that was really cool. And then at one point me and Leo got a fish at the same time, so it turned out to be a really nice day, even though it was rainy, even though a lot of stuff was closed, and it's one of those times where it would have been easy to give up, but giving up is not an option. You just got to make the most of it and try and enjoy yourself. So we had a really good day fishing, and we're winding down for the evening. Leo's drawing a picture of the trout, and we've had some good food, and yeah, we're gonna wind it down for the evening, but we'll see you guys in the morning.
Well, good morning. We're up early. Sun hasn't risen yet, but it's a little bit of twilight, so it's about 30 minutes before sunrise. And we'll make some coffee, and then we're gonna get going and do some more fishing.
Alright, I think it's time to cook some breakfast. So Leo and I had a successful morning fishing. We were able to harvest 5 fish. So we're gonna have a nice big breakfast here, and then we're gonna do some exploring. We're gonna go to the dam and kind of check the area out a little bit, and then we'll go back fish a little bit more this afternoon. Alright, we got ourselves some bacon, sausages, and eggs. Alright, I think it's time to do the dishes. Yeet! Alright, breakfast was good, but Leo has requested pancakes, so pancakes it is. Alright, we got ourselves some pancakes. Alright, I'm gonna get these dishes all cleaned up and then see if I can get Leo to do some exploring with me. Alright, Leo and I have taken the executive decision to take it easy for a little bit. I'm just gonna hang out in the camper and rest, and then I think we're gonna go for a little drive because I need to top up on gas before we get going tomorrow morning, and I'd like to do some more fishing this evening before it gets dark, so we're gonna take it easy for a bit. Alright, we're gonna go top up on gas and check out the dam. Alright. All right, we are parked here by the dam, and you can see the dam over there. And it's really quiet up here. Yeah, you can see the lake down here. And then we've been fishing just down there on the other side of it. Wow, there are 5 deer in this field next to me. I'm gonna open the window up so you guys can see this. Look at them. Look at, oh, he's getting ready to jump in front of the truck. Yep, typical deer. Better watch out. Wow.
Whoa!
That was cool.
That's so cool.
Look at them all.
The tails.
Gosh.
The wind on us.
Danger. Actually, we heard that horn a couple times earlier and we wondered what it was, so now we know. Alright, we are on an adventure to see the spillway. The sluice is open.
I'm gonna sprint up here.
Better watch out, it's dangerous. Okay, so it's very wet where I'm standing, which means the water level probably was up here not too long ago. And we heard the horn sound a little bit like last night and earlier. So if we hear it sound again, we'll walk up here quickly, but we should be okay for now. But you can see how wet it is. That's kind of cool. All right, we've checked out the dam from the top and the bottom, and I think it's time to do some more fishing. All right, so for dinner we're gonna have leftover chili from yesterday. So just pop it in the microwave. All right, let's get this going.
Then go outside.
All right, I'm hungry.
Me too.
Did good today. We're limited out on fish, 5 each. All right, looks like we've got some leftover treats for dessert. Leftover brownies and cinnamon rolls. Yum. It's time to get these dishes all cleaned up. All right, so I've done the dishes and now I'm just kind of putting everything away because it's supposed to rain in the morning, and I'm gonna try and pack away as much as I can so I don't have to do as much when we wake up. All right, I got a few things packed away and drying off the dishes, and we're just winding it down for the evening, and then tomorrow we'll pack up and head home. All right, good morning. It is raining hard outside, so it looks like I'm gonna have to pack up in the rain. Alright, so I've got just about everything kind of buttoned down in here, so we're going to have a quick breakfast and then we'll hook everything up. Well, Leah, have you enjoyed your trip?
Yes.
You will come back here again?
Yes, next spring hopefully.
Next spring, you heard it here. Oh, breakfast was good, but it's time to do the dishes. Alright, so first things first is I need to go up to the top of the camper and clean off the slide because it's covered in leaves right now. Yeah, you can see the whole thing's just littered with leaves, so I'm going to brush everything off a little bit and then put the slide in. It's important to get your solar panel so that the sun can continue to recharge your battery. Not sure if you can hear that, but the siren's going off for the dam, which means they're going to release even more water. Did you hear that? So it's been raining all night and all morning, and it's eased up a little bit out here, and I've still got a few leaves on the trees and stuff, so I'm able to pack the camper up without getting too wet. Yeah, not too bad as far as packing up in the rain goes. But yeah, everything's all hooked up. I just need to disconnect the water and the electric, and then we'll be good to go. Just need to stop by the dump station on the way out. Yeah, this is a really nice campground. The sites are nice and big. I mean, they're all different sizes, obviously, but there's different places you can pull off and kind of look at the map and try and figure it out. So this will be the last time we use the camper before I winterize it, so I'm going to make sure I dump the tanks really well. Also, look who managed to get up on the seat by himself. He's so old now he can't even get up by himself most of the time, but he definitely wanted to sit in that seat. So the two biggest rules for towing before you set off: A, make sure everything is connected properly. And the second rule is make sure there is no debris, nothing in the way, nothing that's going to stop you from pulling away. So I always check like this. I'll go under like that. Make sure there's nothing in front of the wheels. Make sure there's nothing that's going to obstruct me pulling away safely. Here we are, my favorite part of the whole deal, the dump station. Tell you what, as far as dump stations go, it's a pretty cool view. You can see the dam from here. See it just up there. All right, it has been a very wet trip. Aside from a few hours yesterday, it's pretty much rained the entire time I've been here. But have you had fun, Leah?
Yeah.
Yeah? I think it's been a really successful trip. We caught quite a few trout, and we enjoyed ourselves, so that's what makes it all worth it. I've managed to find some parking spots to take up with the camper at Buc-ee's, so we're going to go in there and get some food. And you can see my parking job over there, just like the guy in front. So Buc-ee's is famous for having like 100 gas pumps in one place, and they have fudge and they have brisket and all kinds of good stuff, so we're going to go in and take a look at it. Yeah, these places are an absolute zoo. There's people everywhere, but it's really fun too. It's just a fun atmosphere.
Welcome to Buc-ee.
Actually a lot calmer today. When we came down it was Sunday, and there was people everywhere. It looked like a city, and today it's like middle of the week, midday, so it's a lot more manageable. Alright, I got myself a brisket sandwich. Leo got himself a fried chicken sandwich, and then we got some fudge to take home as well. Here we go. Sliced brisket sandwich. Alright, so Leo and I wolfed down our first sandwiches, so we went back in and got a second sandwich each, and we got some beaver chips as well. Oh wow, Leo and I wolfed down 2 sandwiches each, but feeling better. Gonna get some gas here in a second and head home. Alright, so we pulled over for a few minutes just to stretch our legs. We're about to hit rush hour traffic south of Cincinnati. What's usually like a 45-minute drive is going to take at least an hour and a half. So stretching our legs for a minute and then we'll do the final push home. Alright, we've made it home. Are you happy to see us?
Yeah.
If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. We put out new videos every week.
Yep, see you next winter.